So let's configure VPC Plus in a data center environment. I have 4 switches, 7K1, 7K2, 5K1, 5K2, and there is a host connected. This is my host. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna configure VPC Plus between 5K1 and 5K2. This is going to be my VPC peer keep alive, and I'm gonna use management 0 IPs or MGMT 0 link for forming this layer 3, and these two are going to be peer link. I'll use a port channel, let's say PO10, okay, PO100 for VPC peer link, and then I'll configure VPC Plus in this. Okay, and after that it will become a single device. I mean 5K1 and 5K2 will appear as a single device logically from the point of view of this particular host. Okay, so first of all, let's concentrate on the VPC front. I'll take you to 5K1 and 5K2 devices. Okay, so this is my 5K1 device. I initially told you that you have to enable features. Let's enable feature VPC. It is enabled, and then we have to install the feature set for fabric path. It is getting installed, and in case we are going to use LSCP, then we have to use that feature as well, feature LSCP. Okay, same thing here. Config T feature VPC feature LSCP and feature set. Install feature set fabric path, and once it is installed, then we have to enable this feature. Let's install it here. Feature fabric path. Okay, feature set fabric path. Similarly here, because fabric path is basically a feature set. This is the first thing which is required. Let me show you show CDP neighbor now. You can see 5K1 device 9 and 10. These are going to be the peer link. First thing is in VPC is configure VPC domain. Configure, we'll call it a VPC plus domain. Command is same. Let's make it 1 only. Okay, VPC domain 1 is configured. Under this, we have to configure the fabric path switch ID, because I told you that you have to emulate a kind of, we have to create a virtual switch ID. Fabric path switch ID, because we are dealing with a switch 5K1 and 5K2, let's make it a switch ID 512. It will flap it, because when we change the when we configure the fabric path switch ID under the VPC domain, it flaps the VPC peer link. Okay, because till now we have not configured the VPC peer link or peer keep alive, so no worries on that point. VPC domain 1 fabric path switch ID 512. Yes, so it is configured. Then there's a keep alive that we have to configure, peer keep alive. Okay, but before that we need to know what are the IPs. I'm going to use the MGMT 0 IPs. Show interface brief VRF MGMT. Show interface brief. Let's see. Show interface. Show run interface MGMT 0. It is configured 207. And let's see what is the IP configured here. show run interface mgmt0 208. So let's go to VPC domain config t VPC domain 1 peer keep alive. Its IP is 208, the other one's IP is 207. Question mark destination. IP address of destination is 207. Source one is going to be itself 208. VRF management. Okay, it is configured. So we are trying to configure VPC peer keep alive. VPC domain 1 peer keep alive destination 10.0.8.208. source is going to be 10.0.8.207 VRF management. Okay, so it is done. So let's check if VPC peer keep alive is up or not. Okay, that's good news. We can see peer is alive, it is successful. Okay, now layer 2, that is peer keep alive, is configured. Let's configure the VPC peer link. So I'm going to use port number Ethernet 1/9/10. Show interface status, include 1/ or simply do show interface E 1/9-10 status. It is connected. Let's use a port channel 2 on these two. Let's say port channel 2. Okay, channel group 2 mode active. I'm using LSCP here. It is configured. Interface PO2 no shut. Okay, so PO2 is configured. We have to give this command VPC peer link. Alright, it says please note that spanning tree port type is changed to network. Okay, this is a port type network. Similarly, interface Ethernet 1/9/10 no shut, channel group 2 mode active, and interface PO2 no shut. Let's then configure the command VPC peer link. Okay, it is taking time for some reasons. Okay, VPC peer link. There can be only one VPC peer link in a switch. Show VPC peer, show VPC brief. Let's see what is there right now. Okay, peer is alive, peer link is down because we have not yet configured the port into fabric path. So let's convert it. Config T interface PO2 switch port mode fabric path. Okay, it is configured. Similarly, interface PO2 switch port mode fabric path. Show VPC brief. Okay, it's saying peer link is down, peer link is not in fabric path mode for VPC plus. Let's see if it has changed. VPC peer is not reachable over CFS. Maybe it will take some time. Okay, now it is saying see, keep alive was already up. Peer status is peer adjacency formed okay. It is saying peer is not reachable through fabric path. Okay, the reason may be that the VLAN which is passing through it is not a part of the fabric path. Let's try it once more. So let's configure VLAN 100. Okay, I'll put my host which is connected on port 11. here is my host is connected. I'm gonna use VLAN 100, so I'll pass VLAN 100 over this VPC peer link. So let's configure it. VLAN 100 mode fabric path. VLAN it is configured, and under that PO2 as well we can choose to allow VLANs. Let's see, switch port. Okay, actually it is not trunk, so there is no question of allowing it or permitting it. So I have a host connected on port 11. This is my port. I'll put it into VLAN 100, but let's also configure a port channel. Go under this mode, channel group. Let's make it 3 mode. Okay, let's not use LSAP here. Channel group 3, interface PO3, no shut, switch port, access VLAN 100, and make it a part of VPC 1. Okay, similarly on this end, no shut, channel group 3, interface PO3. It is the port channel that I'm using for connecting my end host. No shut, switch port, access VLAN 100. Okay, and VPC 1. Let's check if our VPC plus is configured now or not. Show VPC brief. Wow, it is configured. VPC peer keep alive, which is the first thing, it is up. Peer link is also up, and good thing is VPC fabric path status is also up. It's saying peer is reachable through fabric path. Configuration consistency is there, per VLAN consistency is there, type 2 consistency is there, and this is the main thing. It is up for VLAN 100. Okay, so our VPC plus is configured. The moment you see this peer is reachable of fabric path, it means that you can assume that you are doing a good job, means you are following the process. And here it is PO3, it is where my end host is connected, and this is the VPC peer link. Okay, you remember we use port channel 2 for VPC peer link, we moved that into fabric path, and here is our end host status PO3, where I connected my port 1/11. Success. The DF partial is actually you don't have to worry about it. It means that it is configured. Okay, means it things are working well. This is a known behavior. So VPC plus is configured. It is that simple. So what different things we configured here? VPC domain, we configured fabric path switch ID, the virtual switch ID, and under that VPC domain, interface PO2, VPC, peer link. This was the peer link port channel. We configured this command, switch port mode fabric path. So 2 commands were configured, and the moment we configured the command, this one, fabric path switch ID 512, it gave us a message that if you already have a peer link configured, then it may flap. Okay, so but by that time we didn't have the peer link configured, that's why we didn't face that issue. So now let's check the fabric path ISIS adjacency. Okay, it says that it is seeing the neighbor switch. All right, show fabric path route. So it is able to see all of the it is able to see all of the devices. So let's configure 7K1 and 7K2 as well. I just have to enable feature fabric path here, feature set fabric path. Similarly on this one, feature set fabric path. Show interface status. Let's move all of its ports into fabric path domain E1/1 till 8. No shut. Switch port mode fabric path. Okay, similarly here, no shut, switch port mode fabric path. Since we are using VLAN 100 here, we also have to configure it VLAN 100 and mode fabric path VLAN 100 mode fabric path. Show fabric path ISIS adjacency. Okay, so let's configure the ports which are connected to 7K devices. So you can see that port number 1 till 8. Similarly here, config T. My fingers don't work sometime. No shut, switch port mode fabric path. Show interface status, first 8 ports. VPC Plus is configured. We are just trying to see the complete fabric path topology. Switch port mode fabric path. Show fabric path ISIS adjacency. Okay, it is able to see 7K1 as well right now. It is getting initialized, so you are seeing init. Alright, so 5K1 is there, 7K2 4 links are there, 7K1 4 links. Show fabric path switch ID. This switch has switch ID 2248. Let's change it to manual. Fabric path switch ID 52. Fabric path switch ID 71. Fabric path switch ID 72. Fabric path switch ID 51. Okay, now we are able to see. And the point that you need to understand is this 512. This was the virtual switch ID which we have configured for VPC Plus. Okay, so you note this thing. Star means it is a local switch ID. Its MAC address ending with 9301. It is also saying that 9301 MAC address has a switch ID 512. And you note here, it is saying emulated. Yes, means we have virtualized, means we have set it manually. We have emulated it. Okay, just for VPC, because we wanted to support VPC as well as fabric path to work at the same time. Okay, in these you can see statically, but here you can see emulated. Okay, so similarly switch number 2, which is also a VPC peer, its switch ID is ending with F7 through C. You can see it is also showing that the same MAC address, the same switch has a switch ID 512, which we have defined in under VPC domain. It is emulated. So okay, let's get back to the diagram. All right, 7K1. Now these two switches, 5K1 and 5K2, these are single switch virtually. Okay, 5 and 2. So from 7K1, let's see what it sees. Let me go to 7K1 now. Show fabric path route. See this thing. 7K1 is saying that if you want to reach switch 512, there are 8 ways. Okay, so 512 is basically a single switch from the perspective of 7K. You see this. All right, so it is now actually, if you see from here, it's a, let's say it's a 7K1, and these are 5K1 and 5K2. You know that 4 links are connected here, 4 links are connected here. So it is considering both as a single switch named 512 and showing that there are 8 links to reach 512. Okay, in this diagram I didn't specify many links, so you can say that there are 4 links here, 4 links here, 4 links here, and 4 here. My diagram is not so well, but I'm trying to explain you that 5K1 and 5K2, these have become a single switch. That's the reason that when we check the routing table of 7K1, that is routing table 1, it is saying that to be able to reach here, there are 8 ways. Okay, let me take you there again. That's the reason. See. All right, so I don't want to stress this lecture for long, but what I'll do in the next lecture, I'll show you some of the more verification commands, okay, so that you understand that VPC Plus is working well. Okay, so in this lecture till now we have configured VPC Plus, okay, and then we configured fabric path on all of these switches, and we ran 2 or 3 commands like I showed you. Shows fabric path switch ID, like this emulated section. Okay, so in the next lecture I'll show you more commands, and also we saw that from the perspective of 7K1, the switch 5K1 and 5K2 are appearing as a single switch. Basically we are trying to fool fabric path here. Okay, fabric path is viewing both of these switches as a single switch. That's the reason there are 8 ways to reach here. So friends, I hope that it's been informative to you.